Udoka unwrapped the pot. In the firelight, the pot looked like it was breathing. The deity gave your father this pot. It is a spirit pot. It brought your father money, respect, everything he wanted. But spirits do not give gifts for free. They want payment. What payment, Onyi asked. A life, Udoka said. Instantly, Onyi knew she was the sacrificial lamb and she was in big trouble. The deity told your father, have a fifth child. If it is a boy, he must die. If it is a girl, she must serve me. No man should notice or go close to her. Onyi understood now. But my father sold me to you. He broke the deal. Yes, Udoka said. His face looked strangely sad. Your father's greed was bigger than his fear. He thought if he sold you fast and said he only had 4 daughters, the debt would be forgotten. But spirits remember. They remember everything. I mean everything. Are you the messenger of the deity? Onyi asked again. I don't know what I am. All I know is that I collect debts when they are due. I have done this for 30 years because that was my price for the money I once wanted. Onyi stood up. I will not. The 3 servants moved very fast and grabbed her hands. Udoka walked closer with the pot. You don't understand, he said softly. I am not asking. The deity owns you. Your father's betrayal made it angry. Now it wants you for life. He put the pot on the ground between them. When he looked at the clay pot, up close, she could see strange marks carved into it. The marks seemed to move in the firelight. When you say it wants me for life, do you mean I will serve it all my life? She asked. Yes, Udoka replied. There was silence for a moment. Then she said, Can I ask for something, please? Not me. Ask it yourself, Udoka said. The pot has the answer to everything. I'm just a servant. The servants let go of her arms, but stayed close. Onyi knelt down in front of the pot. Why? She asked the pot. Why do you want me for life? The pot was quiet. Then it began to feel warm. It came out from the clay. My father broke his promise, not me, Onyi said quietly. Then you understand, the pot said. No, Onyi replied. The betrayer should be the one to suffer and pay, not the other way around. Udoka gasped. Girl, are you challenging the pot? Be quiet, the voice exploded in anger. Even the servants jumped. You don't get to decide, it said. I decide how it's done. Forgive me, please, Onyi said quickly. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't decide. I was just suggesting. Please. The pot was quiet for a long time. Then it laughed. The laugh sounded like poetry breaking. Suddenly, there was a loud sound and everything went blank. When Onyi woke up, the sun was rising. She had changed, but not on the outside. She still looked the same. She felt some strange spirit wrapped around her. She looked around and saw Udoka sitting beside a huge tree. At its roots was a large clay pot. The small clay pot and guards were nowhere to be found. She asked where the small pot was and where this place was. Udoka replied, smiling. The pot is gone. Its spirit lives in you. And this is the place your father came for wealth, the place he holds the debt you are here to pay. So how do I know what to do and how to go about it, she asked. That's why I'm here to guide you. With time, you will understand when the spirit speaks and how you interact with it. What about my father? Udoka cut in sharply. That is between you and the spirit. Understand everything first. Then you can discuss what should be done to your father. When he sat on the ground with sad face and lamented, so this is my life. Away from people, surrounded by bushes, alone and forgotten. Since I have never been seen or remembered, even up until the day I was taken away, I still wasn't remembered by my father. I had to remind him that I was also his daughter. And not even a goodbye when I left. Is death not better than this life? What if I refused and ran away instead? Udoka said, you don't dare do such a thing. The spirit lives in you, and you won't reach your destination before it finds a replacement, and you will surely die. It's either payment or death. For 5 years, she was patient, learning all she needed to know. Then it was time for her first mission, which was to claim a debt. We start with my father, she said. Afterwards, we can go to claim the other debts. Are you sure? Udoka asked. Revenge against family is poison. This is not revenge, Onyi said. This is justice. They are different. They walked back to her village. It took 5 days. Onyi told Udoka to go first. She told him to tell her father that his daughter ran away. The debt was not paid, that something bad was coming. Let him be afraid, she thought. Let him feel what it's like to be betrayed and feel the pain of having to pay for something you never bargained for. She arrived at night, alone, carrying a pot that was assigned to her, wrapped in a red cloth. The compound was dark, but he was there. Who is there? His voice shook with fear. When he heard noise at the door, he rushed behind the door to get his cutlass. It's your 5th daughter, Onyi said, stepping into the lamplight. The one you sold, the one you forgot to count. Her father's face turned grey like ash. You should be in the city. You should be dead. Is that what you hope? That Udoka would kill me and the debt would be finished? I gave you a good future, he said. No. You sold me to save yourself, Onyi replied. She unwrapped the pot and put it on the ground between them. Her father jumped up with the knife still in his hand, but Onyi felt a strange power flow through her. She spoke words she did not understand. Her father froze. His body could not move. Her voice echoed as she spoke. It sounded old and without mercy. You had 5 daughters and called them burdens. You prayed for sons who never came. You wanted money and respect through shortcuts and spirit, but the greatest treasure you had, you threw it away. Please, her father whispered. Tears ran down his frozen face. Please, I am sorry. You did not see her? When he caught him. You did not value her. You did not even count her as your child. Her voice became a little softer, and after that, you broke our deal. But breaking a father's duty to his child is worse. Udoka, standing outside with her mother and sisters who were attracted by the noise coming from his special hut, were worried. They kept trying to gain entrance, but the power surrounding the hut was too strong for them to break through. But Udoka understood and stayed back. In her father's frozen, crying eyes, she saw fear. The same fear she had carried for 5 years, living a life she never imagined in the bush. The fear of never becoming normal like every other young woman again. She turned to walk out, but she felt her body burn with heat. The pot began to boil. She knew the spirit was angry that she was about to forgive her father. She knelt down to plead. Please spare him, she pleaded. I can't possibly be the cause of his death. But the voice echoed. It's too late to turn back. The mission must be accomplished. The spirit took over her. She was unconscious of her actions. She dipped her hand into the pot, took out a stone and touched her father's forehead with it. Immediately, her father dropped down and started acting like he had lost his mind. When he opened the door and walked out without looking back, not even greeting her mother or sisters, Udoka followed behind as they embarked on their next mission. For days, as they journeyed, she kept thinking of the state her father was and the pain he must be going through. She felt sorry for him and thought within herself that since the life she would live all her life wasn't what she wanted, and since her life was tied to a small pot of life she was holding, the only way to end her misery was to destroy it. Then the debt would be paid in full and her father would be whole again. She decided to end everything immediately. The spirit could hear her thoughts, but before it could react, she turned to Udoka and said, everything ends here. She raised the pot and threw it on the ground. Immediately it broke. When he held her chest and fell down, within seconds she was gone. The next morning, Mr. Doze woke up fine. His wife and children were happy to see him back to normal. Not long after, Udoka walked in. Your debt has been paid in full, he said and turned to leave. But Mr. Doze stopped him. What do you mean my debt has been paid in full? He asked. Your daughter sacrificed herself to free you. She killed herself so you can be whole, Udoka said. He turned and walked away. Upon hearing that Onyi had died, It dawned on Mr. Dozie how he had been selfish and how he was never valued. This story reminds us that every child is valuable regardless of gender, and that parents who fail to love and recognize their children may lose them forever in the ways they never imagined. Most importantly, we learn that shortcuts and deals made with dark forces always come with heavy price, and that true wealth lies in cherishing the blessing we already have, and that's our children, before it's too late. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting stories.